just going to show you a little bit about what I do with painting, sanding, and an old wine box. This wine box was given to me by somebody who works at the liquor store. And I had a perfect project for my grand pet with this design on it. Well, so what I went ahead and did was I took the pins out, because it had the cover, and this will be safe for another project. See, I'm going to leave the sides the same way. You can see a little bit of my primer there, I'll have to fix that. Anyway, I took the ends, I sanded them down with my sander, and then I took some gesso, which is just a simple primer, did a couple layers on each end, and then I put this green paint over the top and then traced my design on. Okay, that's it. Hello. I am going to show how to install the, well, I just use some drawer knobs, but you could use beads or whatever you want to put on the bottom of this box for our little pets. What I did first was I measured off from the corner 2 inches and marked it, and I've already pre-done this, so I'm just going to show you a little bit about what I did. And next, I'm going to take the drill, and this is a pretty soft one, so I don't need my clutch up much higher than a 6. We'll give it a try, okay? Now I'm going to make sure that my drill is level, and no, normally we don't usually do this in the house, but since my shop is freezing, we're just going to do a little cleanup. This won't make a very big mess anyway. Okay, make sure the drill is level, and it takes no time at all to go through. Just do the same thing here. Drill is level. Okay, now on to our next step. Since the drill won't fit inside the corner, what I'm going to do is place the screw inside the hole here. Now, the hole is just slightly smaller than the screw. So we're going to have to use a screwdriver, which has a magnetic head.
Action.
So what we're going to do is put the screw partially through here. Okay, now when you see it start to come partially through, just put this right there. It goes in quite a little ways. Now it's nice and tight, and there you have it. And then you just do the same thing all around. Stop. First of all, a lot of people think that floats are difficult, and I can't say that this is a problem I've had, but you know what? I'm going to try them anyway. So here's the first one we're going to try with a float and a high-low. This is going to be to darken the edges, give it a little bit of that shadowy effect. Okay. Now sometimes you have to go over it once or twice more. Depending on how deep you'd like that float, you can deepen it if you'd like. We'll bring it out a little bit further and walk that right out so that you can see that nice shape of the ball. And then the next thing that we're going to do is add a highlight on the other side to lighten it up. So I'm going to take a lighter color blue, just kind of run it out. I use an old meat tray, and go the other way with that. And you can kind of walk it out just to give a little bit of texture. And if you feel like it needs a smoothing out, you can always use a Q-tip if you feel like you've got too much on there. Just blot it, but I really think it looks pretty good the way it is. So we're going to leave that as, well, let's stretch this highlight out. Let's walk it out just for the sake of walking it out. There we go. Okay. And you can bring it a little further if you'd like. Watch that dry. Now you can see I've already done some of the shading. Okay, we'll try that again with some more dramatic colors just so that you can really see it. We'll do the shade first again. Okay. You can walk that out. That's okay. You can kind of smooth that out as you need. There you go. That's the basic steps on how to deepen and shade. You'd normally not go that dramatic, but I think you can see the colors that well. Thank you. To start the project. For some of the stripes, I'm just going to take a blue paintbrush. I'm going to go right down the center of this guy, just to give it a little bit of color. Now you'll notice there's some imperfections. For instance, I didn't sand everything perfectly here. And the reason was because this is nothing I'm going to sell. This is going to be for one of my grand pets whom I'll introduce at the end of the show, at the end of the movie. So here we have the more finished steps. Obviously I have to go through and finish shading and highlighting just pretty much like I did here and here on this. Okay, remember we started out with our basics. This is what it looks like in the base form. And the tools that we used to add these were the Tomboy Tools drill, the hex drill bits, which didn't stay in there very well, but there you go, the hex drill bits. They have the square end, so they fit better. The ratcheting screwdriver, the tape measure. I use the 16-foot, you can use the larger one if you like, and of course the flat pencil. And again, this is just an old wine box that was given to me that I took apart. Now Shiloh's toys will be used in there, and I'll show you him a little bit later. Thanks.
Alright.
Hi. Well, I'm putting the final sealant on. I do about 3 coats of it. Just about ready. You want to do some long strokes, but be careful not to drip. Really important, trust me. Okay. Want to get it on there good. And then let the brush soak for a few minutes and let it dry. This has lasted a long time, but this is what it will be replacing. It's going to be a toy box for my grand pet. Shiloh, you think he'll like it? Do you think you like it? Okay, so now that this is all done, when it's dry, just going to take it out, put whatever toys you'd like in it. Now the reason I didn't do all the perfection and all the sanding, if this were something I was going to sell, I would. However, because I knew he was going to tear it up and didn't want to go through the heartbreak, I'm just going to leave it with a few imperfections so that it's authentic, but still yet cute for your pet. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you liked it. Bye.